Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're gonna have some fun playing Magic. And before we dive into the deck here, make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to support the channel, and let's dive into it. So this is my mono green Planeswalkers deck, and pretty similar to the ones I've done in the past. I've done this deck quite a few times because it's my comfort deck, and I just got over being sick for like a week straight. And I just needed something to come back that was not gonna, like, I just needed something to just be fun, just something I could do real quick and kind of get this going again, to get me back into playing Magic and having fun. I also wanted to rank up a little bit to try to get out of platinum, because I feel like I'm in platinum way too much, just because I always play like a good deck that does really, really well, and then the next day I play a terrible deck that does terrible, because I'm trying to do fun, crazy, janky stuff. And sometimes I just need to spend some time playing a good deck and actually spend like a day or two doing so. And so I'm going to spend some time here today playing this deck, show you some of the good games, and let's go and dive into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. 1 minute intro. Boom, bam, yeah. Up against I'm in deep, and we have Karn on turn 3, which is actually fast enough against a lot of decks. Like, Karn stops a lot of things. We definitely want more ramp if we can, but turn 3 Karn is interesting, at least as long as we hit a land, you know, in the next few turns. And if we don't hit land, hopefully we're hitting ramp. If we don't hit that, then we're gonna cry and we hit all the big stuff. And yeah, that's just gonna be bad. All right, we got ramp, we're good. Should I send the message? We're sending the message. Boom, bam, baby. Pass the turn. Yeah, take that, fool. Oh man, I like this deck a lot. It just does all the things I want. Okay, explores, cool. Hopefully no like spell pierces or anything like that. All right. Let's go into Karn. I can't play the Mind Stone and the Karn. Do I want to ramp more? What can I grab with Karn? Honestly, I might just need to be ramping more here. Ah, whatever. We can get a Golos. And that also ramps for us better than other stuff. I can also go Solemn Simulacrum. If I hit a land, can I play out... Oh, I don't have quite enough to play out everything. All right, so let's grab a Golos. Or a Sorcerer's Spyglass could also be nice, but yeah, let's just go Golos, pass the turn, no attacks. We already sent the message, don't need to do it again. Ooh. I like that. Kind of mismatched lands, though. But they look good, so I'm okay with that. All right, this is probably somewhat of a mirror match. This is probably Vorinclex into big beefy things. That's the most likely case. Well, we did not find the land. We only have ever had 3 lands this game. That's not cool. I could go for Golden Egg and try to hit a land right now. Hitting a land is actually really important here. So that could be really nice for us. I can go like Heart of Kirin, and then Sorcerer's Spyglass could be nice. The issue with Sorcerer's Spyglass is that it probably hits a lot of things that we are wanting to hit as well. Like, they're probably going Vorinclex into Ugin. I want to still be able to play my Ugin though. So Golden Egg gives us some decent stuff, but Vorinclex is just bad. Let's just go ahead and take a peek at their hand. Why not? All right, so Nissa. Well, we don't have a Nissa, so let's just shut that down there. Nissu Shakes the World. They still get the static ability, which is the main reason you play Nissa. I mean, everything else on Nissa is super busted as well, but we can at least shut that down for a smidge. Get some away from the Ulamog shenanigans. Hydra Krasis for a massive amount is not good, though. The stinking auto tapper is so dumb. Oh, they're gonna try going with this as well. Okay. Oh, I love the auto tapper. It's the worst. What? It did it again. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the best thing ever. Tap your Lattimore. Tap these guys. There you go. That's how you have to do it. Stupid auto tapper is the worst. I'm trying to get blue mana. Okay, Crisis X5. Oh, that was fantastic. That just made my day. Oh man. Oh goodness. We really need to hit something else here, don't we? So Karn is gonna die. I think Golos hitting lands is still nice for us. Man, it's been a long time since we hit a land. We had 3 lands in the top 11 cards. Let's go. Blast Zone is a little bit interesting, although it hits our Sorcerer's Spyglass and Mind Stone if we want to destroy the Krasis. I could grab a Cassian Cataracts. Karn's Bastion, I don't think it's quite worthwhile. Tick up. Submit 0. No attacks. Pass the turn. Yeah, so Karn definitely dies even through a Grazer block. That's fine. It did what we needed it to. It got us a ramp card, got us a way to stop them from doing stuff. Now we just need to, you know, do well and stuff at some point. That'd be nice. We have a 6 mana. We are the ramp deck. We should be way higher than this. we had some funky draws. That's all good. All right, has another Krasis. Cavalier of Thorns. All right, lots of stuff to the graveyard. All right, getting to our own Ugin is gonna be huge. Man, we're so close to being able to use Golos' ability. We actually have 7 mana, but these are colorless, so it doesn't actually... Well, we need 1 more land for the World Tree to work, basically. Ugh. There it is. We finally got it. And we're 1 shy. Oh, boy. All right, pass the turn. All right, they have... How much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know why they're not playing out the Nissa. This doesn't stop them from playing Nissa. This doesn't have trample, right? Yeah, we're just gonna block here. 1, 2. We have Ugin online. If we can play Ugin, we play an Ugin. For sure. I still think that's our best top deck. Like otherwise it would be an Ulamog, but that's in our hand and this is the only one. So yeah. All right, they do finally play the Nissa, and they realize that, you know, playing the Nissa is what I should be doing, and they're right about that. All right, I do have enough for the Ugin. Sweet, they tap down. We go -5. Kill the Nissa. They're back to 7 mana. Swing in. Down to 19, pass the turn. Sweet. In good shape. Oh my gosh. That's bad. All right, so they make a serpent. They have the ability to tap down Ugin here, so that Ugin can't activate any of his abilities. We have another Ugin. Is that good enough here? Because we have to -7, so we lose all of the Ugin. We use them up. That's up to 9 mana. We're getting up to 10 pretty close. They can get indestructible here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can get this up to 9. So killing the Llanowar Elves actually does keep him away from the Ulamog as well for a turn. But we lose our Ugin. I think it's still worthwhile here. Coma is the worst thing in this matchup for us. I don't think we can take a turn off to not take care of it. So just get rid of it. No more of that stuff. I said no more of that stuff. Don't. Ugh. All right, resolve. We really want to hit a land here to get to this Ulamog. So I can activate this ability right now. So I can activate in response. So they don't actually get to stop me. But this forces me to go for Ulamog. If they hit a land, they Ulamog, which actually I do want their Ulamog to hit out first because then I can exile theirs, right? So let's go ahead and just activate this now. Oh boy. That's awful. That is terrible stuff right there. All right, they get a coma. We now have 10 mana for the Ulamog. If they hit a land, they have enough for Ulamog. Let's block here. I'm keeping Llanowar out because if they do play Ulamog and like destroy a Llanowar and a Mind Stone, we still need a land. But it's unlikely they're going to hit 2 ramp spells, so they're up to 9. Crazy crazies. We have to find a way to deal with this Ulamog. They do have the mana now next turn, most likely. So I think we activate this again one more time. We survive one more turn, and then we Ulamog after they Ulamog. All right, so we have 5 mana. I could go for Ratchet Bomb, maybe. What else can I hit?
True goodness can never be corrupted.
Shadow Spear is somewhat interesting. There's nothing that could just make me stop them from playing stuff, unfortunately. Godfair Statue would be interesting, but we're 1 mana away from it. Otherwise, I could get Golos or their Ulamog to be a little bit more expensive. Can't destroy their stuff. Heart of Kirin doesn't keep us alive. Honestly, it might just be Stonecoil Serpent. Just because we need something that can't be tapped down by Coma. We can block the Hydrocrasis for quite a bit. Like, it's just a good blocker here. So I'll go X4. Because they get to tap down one more thing and attack in, and they could get pretty close to lethal if we don't, stop this here. So now we can at least stop the 6 damage from Coma. No attacks past the turn. Their Ulamog can hit our Stonecoil Serpent though. Actually, does that give them lethal? Let's see if they pick out the lethal. Yeah, they do. All right. Dang it, man. The sequencing on this one just did not work out for us. I played the Simic version of this as well, and it's good. It is more inconsistent, typically, but you get cool things like Coma. So I like it. It's good. Next one. Up against Yoshi Ball. Keep this. Lots of ramp in this hand. Witch's Oven. Okay, Grazer. Into World Tree. Like the best. This is everything we've ever wanted. We even have like a good creature for them to not have a lot of value from stealing stuff. All right, Cultivate. Pass the turn. And opponent's playing a little bit slowly, which is nice. Golos, 5 mana to dodge the Claim the Firstborn. We will probably go for this just because if we hit a land, we can start activating it right away. At the same time, though, we could Ulamog on the next turn, I believe. I Cultivate in Mindstone. probably better. I mean, I don't know what's bad about that. I think the only thing they really have is Spark Harvest as a way to deal with it. Mind Stone. Pass the turn. Excuse you. Jeez. Burping and stuff. No blocks. We'll take it. Down to 17. In some cases, it's actually better to trade off before they can steal something and just get extra value out of it. And then we never actually get a block. But now they just played their entire board, and we get to Ugin. So, you know, good stuff. So I should have blocked too because I was going to exile it anyway. So my bad. And opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Very nice. Up against Nino. Keep this. I'm never sure which is the best way to go with this. I guess it doesn't matter in this hand. If we find a cultivate, technically Llanowar Elves has a higher chance of dying, where this, with the 3 lands, has a guaranteed chance to get up to 3 mana for a cultivate. And that's the dream, folks. Alright, pass the turn. And now we have Nissa on turn 3, as long as they don't have a stomp here. I think in Historic right now, the cycling lands, or what is it? Yeah, the cycling lands are better than the temples, in my opinion. Ooh, Blast Zone into Solemn. Ooh, yeah. That's perfect here. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Yeah, we have the 1 copy of Solemn just because I felt like I didn't want too many Golos at the 5-drop slot. So I have 2 Golos there and then 1 in the sideboard to get with Karn. But I wanted something else in that 4-drop slot, and I hadn't been playing Solemn Simulacrum. I think it just fits the slot perfectly, even just as a 1-of. We have 1 more in the sideboard as well, because there are some times that you're just stuck on 4 mana. People keep killing all your other things, and so, you know, whatever. We're fine with this dying. We get to draw cards. It's going to force them to cast something here. Okay, so they get to kill 2 creatures. That's fine. We get to draw a card. Yep, take action. All right, play Nissa. Take up. Lightning strikes are annoying. They could have Wizard's Lightnings as well. I doubt it. If they're playing Gruul, that seems like a really risky thing to be playing a lot of. Shocks are still good though. They still put 2 -1 counters onto this. We definitely block to keep Nissa alive as much as possible. Because if we untap with Nissa, we get Ugin and it's basically game over. Pyromancer can hit the Nissa. Okay. Ugin. Let's go Karn's Bastion. I don't think I'm going to Blast Zone. I think we're just going to -2 here. I don't really need to. I could just tick up with it. Let's see here. Soulscar Mage is annoying with our lands. And so I could just get rid of the Soulscar Mage and just deal with whatever they do after that. So let's just hit the Soulscar Mage. And go on the Karn's Bastion, hit the land. Yeah, okay. Good stuff. If I'd kept that forest alive, which they didn't have a way to kill Nissa necessarily, I could have had a lot more ramp on that turn. Do some like Karn's Bastion shenanigans maybe. All right, up against Mistigan. Keep this. Obviously nailed it with the pronunciation on that. All right, Forest, the Llanowar. We do have the mana for, or the lands for Explore here. Bishop of Wings. This deck is scary. Okay, Explore. Alright, I was hoping for like a Mind Stone or something there. That would have been amazing. No attacks. We still have Nissa on turn 3. I hope that's fast enough for this matchup. If we get to untap with Nissa and Ugin, we should definitely be there. Okay, they don't gain the 5 mana here. 5 life. No blocks. I'm trying to remember if it's worth going for Karn's Bastion. Probably not.
Power surges through these lands.
So if they have this die, I don't think that they block here. If they did, how bad would it be? I would have to activate Nissa to be able to play the Ugin. They get 1 spirit token. They don't get to pressure Nissa the same way. We'll go and attack in. Why not? Keeping them off their life total a little bit does help a smidge for their Resplendent Angels. Not Resplendent Angel, whatever the other one is. Oh, please don't have the busted. Oh my gosh. Nice. That was ridiculous. That's as dumb as it gets. I mean, that's... what do you do about that, huh? The one thing I was hoping they wouldn't have is a Greed Source into Collecting Company into 2 Righteous Valkyries. And what did they find? Oh boy. Everything. So much mana now. Okay. So I can play an Ugin, kill a Righteous Valkyrie. It drops like 10 power off the board and it does nothing for us. Oh my goodness.
And fear are the seed
And they still get a 3/3 out of this. Oh, what kind of luck can you have? That was... Oh. Yeah, okay, we're game. Yeah, sounds good, sir. That's dumb. Up against the Cow Crusader. Bring it on. This is one of the main reasons I actually have taken Ulamog out in other decks. Is it's great when you hit it with Golos. It's great at other times, but just like having it in your hand, this is completely dead until like turn 6 or 7, even in a ramp deck a lot of times. And so it's sometimes an annoying card to have in hand, but otherwise this is a pretty sweet hand. Lots and lots of ramp, just not a Nissa to hit into. Cascading Cataracts. All right, mono red ramp. Mono red colorless ramp. Okay, Mind Stone. This is a huge turn actually. Explore. We're hoping they don't have land into Storm's Wrath. That would be bad. Either way though, we still are going to be up to 5 mana on turn 3 or whatever, so it's good. All lands lose abilities except mana abilities. That's actually not good for us. That means we can't use Golos. But we can Karn and shut down all of their stuff. Karn. Let's see here. I can go for Sorcerer Spyglass right now. We're already shut down their Garden Idol. They missed the land drop just barely. Yeah, all lands lose their mana abilities, right? Wait, all lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. Okay, so they still use... So the Cascading Cataracts will still work. Mind Stone doesn't work. If they hit a land, they still get to do some pretty good stuff here. I can shut down Golos. I guess we go Chandra, because that's not something that we have. Awakened Inferno. We'll swing in. Pass the turn. Anger of the Gods does hit. Okay, which was the one that hits Planeswalkers as well? It's another one in Amonkhet. I can't remember. Something's Fury or whatever. Okay, so they have the Lotus Field combo going off here. So 5 mana suddenly. It might be worthwhile for them to Anger the Gods. They can play Golos, but it doesn't actually get to activate the ability because of Karn. Karn lets us do what? Let's see. How close are you? If we hit a land, we also have Ugin, which gets rid of Blood Sun. All right, so yeah, they're keeping us off of the Ugin. Good play. Mind Stone does nothing. World Tree. So this is the issue. World Tree does not give the World Tree ability. It just has the add 1 mana, 1 green mana. So we have 6 mana. Let's go for
Stand down.
God Pharaoh statue. Yeah, I think so. You made everything. You know, you had a really good land, but now you can't do as much with it. Everything costs more now. So ha. Hey, another Blood Sun, draws a card. Explore. Alright, let's do this first. Just a land. So they only have 5 mana. So I believe we can just hit him with a 6/6 and it's not going to hurt us at all, right? They could definitely find ways to hurt our Karn. Down to 11. Another Lotus Field would be annoying. Okay, Blood Sun. Ooh, nothing. Is there something I could hit with Karn that would be worthwhile? We let them ramp. Yeah, we may end up losing our God Pharaoh statue this turn, but I think it's still better to hit in for 7 again because we get the damage at the end step there too. Down to 4. I mean, that's not a bad shape. That means that if we get to untap 1 more turn with this, even if they end up having blockers or something like that, we can find a Nissa and hit in for the win. Golos. Golos can't actually do anything. They can grab a Blast Zone. Oh, another Lotus Field. That makes sense. All right, so Nissa off the top. No. Not happening. Wait, we win with Ugin, right? Okay, so Ugin, 3 to face, and then the one with the God Pharaoh statue. Boom, bam. Sweet stuff, sir. I like it. Yeah, I like this deck. This deck is it's a fun deck to play. Rather enjoyable. All right, up against Stoneforge, and this hand is beautiful. Watch it get picked apart by a Thoughtseize, though. Just watch. The perfectest of hands. Okay, we have some hope. Dude, this hand just keeps getting better and better. Karn isn't as good against control. It does stop some combos still. They could be playing. And the biggest thing is getting up to God Pharaoh's statue. If we let that resolve, them having to spend 2 more for all their counter spells, all that kind of stuff, they just lose so much extra interaction that it becomes a little bit disgusting. Alright, well, they most likely have a counterspell for the Nissa. Karn is also nice for us just to be playing out instead of Nissa. Sometimes. It's still something that they have to answer because it gives us 2 cards. Narset.
My prowess is unmatched.
Well, now we'll
by
play Nissa.
yours. Hone your prowess.
Sensor. Sweet. You might run out of mana at some point, so good thing you got that.
The land fights for us.
Okay, attack that at Narset.
I shall miss your
Pass the
company.
turn. Alright, so they probably have Doomscar here or Saw It Coming. Saw It Coming is the most annoying one. Doomscar. Doomscar's fine. That means we get to Karn and go crazy pants on these guys. I should have played that differently. That was a mistake.
Behold,
Oops.
nature's true power.
Yeah, I definitely should have played out Karn first. Because I lost 2 mana there. And we could play some sweet stuff. I think we still go for the statue here. Just because we have them on the ropes. I could go for Golos, but they do have board wipes. And this just, at the very least, hurts them lots and lots. They can't play Teferi on the next turn now. It does 1 damage every turn, yeah. It's game. Love it. Alright, up against Arbic, and this hand's almost amazing. We're still going to keep it. We're on the draw, which makes us a little bit awkward, but it also gives us a few more chances to find a second ramp source, which means we have Nissa on turn 3. Which even on the draw is still phenomenal. And we did find the Cultivate, and this hand becomes amazing. It's like the same hand as last time, just on the draw. It is amazing how much being on the draw versus on the play affects everything in best of 1. Oof. Oof. Yeah, Thoughtseize hurts. It's interesting to see how well this deck does against Death Shadow. Yeah, Cultivate. Pass turn. We get to Explore and Karn on the next turn. Is it better to grab Karn in like Sorcerer Spyglass or what do I want from Karn? Could also just play the Llanowar. I officially actually can get ramped this turn with Explorer, so let's just do it. The biggest issue though is that we know this deck plays Thoughtseize, and not playing what you're grabbing with the Karn right away is bad.
Evil must not be tolerated.
So,
Not lose another
Godpharaoh statue, but if it gets Thoughtseize, we're in trouble. I could do it on the next turn, but they could also have some sort of removal for the Karn. I can play Ornithopter just as a blocker. Grafdigger's Cage is probably valuable as well. So maybe it's just Golos here, because Golos is definitely a good play for us. It goes and grabs the combo for us to be going off with. And so it's like, it's a win condition in hand, but then we can also just go grab Godpharaoh statue on the next turn. So like, I don't want to not have this. But even if it does get Thoughtseize, we have other ones in the deck. I can go grab Godpharaoh statue on the next turn. Life's great. That's the game plan. That's what we're doing. Binding Old Gods. Okay, they do kill the Karn. Sad day.
I will return.
Okay, we don't want more of those. Let's see here. I can play Golos and Llanowar. Or Mindstone into Golos. Let's do this one. They have interaction. They have something for 1 or 2 mana then. Could be an Abrade. That would be bad. So I could grab Blast Zone instead of the World Tree. But I think we do go for World Tree here. No attacks. That means that they didn't have another Binding of Gods. They could have had a Heartless Act or something like that, though. We haven't seen any removal yet, which means they most likely have some sort of removal. No removal? Ooh. Well, I guess we have to do this. Even though Karn would be amazing there, we could hit much better things. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay. Okay, then. Sounds good. Yep. Good stuff. All right, so I only showed, well, I just barely played this, and we went 5 and 4. Technically, the 2 games I played before I actually finished building the deck. I changed some things up. This still keeps it out there as long as I don't like delete the deck and create a new one. But this version went 5 and 2, which is pretty good stuff. And typically this deck is around like 65 to 70%, probably about 70% in best of 1, because it is really good. I've been a big fan of this deck in general. It does everything you need to. You do run into some decks that just have all of the answers for this deck every once in a while. And I've gone on big like runs where I like lost every game in like 15 games straight with it. That doesn't mean it's a bad deck, because I've also played about 400 games with a deck very similar to this, or this exact deck, and like different variations of this deck. How about that? And it's been around a 70% win rate. And so I love how you can end up showing like 4 losses of a deck, and people are like, oh, it's the worst deck ever. And if you just played a few more, it might actually be better, and vice versa in other ones. I definitely have some decks that don't deserve the amount of wins that I get in a video, but we take them when they come. Anyway, super fun deck. I absolutely love this deck. We actually didn't find the Ugin the Ineffable that often, which is usually really good as well in this deck. It's just fantastic to do all the things. It helps ramp up in a lot of things too. Man, this deck is fun. I'm probably gonna keep playing it here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that shenanigans, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.